Hi everyone, I'm Tim Von Rieden with cgcookie.com, and we are switching over our art book reviews to a video format so that you don't just see the pictures, but I can give you a visual representation of the book and my opinion of it. So to start off, why not start with perhaps one of the best art books I've ever received, and it's The Art of Eorzea, I want to say is how it's pronounced, but basically it's The Art of Final Fantasy XIV. And this is another book published by Square Enix. They have a beautiful library of works, so I would definitely check out the other books that they offer as well. Now, the full title is actually Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, The Art of Eorzea, Another Dawn. It's a mouthful, but don't let the title fool you. It may sound complicated, but it really is just to the point. It's just brilliant art, and every page is just littered with beautiful content. Now, normally I narrow down the focus areas to give you guys a better kind of idea of if you want to have the book for yourself or not. But truly, the focused areas in this book, I wrote down illustrations, characters, enemies, weapons, creatures, environments, and even miscellaneous. Because I truly feel that each section is so filled and brimmed with content that you can't not include it in a focused area, because if you really are into, let's say, weapons, there's a giant section just of weapons. Now, the genre is definitely focused towards fantasy, but I feel like any artist can look and use this book, if not for the subject matter, as a reference book and something that they can draw inspiration from. And a while back, I did the art book review of The Art of Bravely Default, and I really didn't think anything could top this in terms of a fantasy art book collection, but really this one definitely hits a home run. Now, in my opinion, the art team over at Square Enix really sets the bar for not only Japanese RPG art, but really fantasy style art and the genre itself. And as artists, sometimes we see the fantasy genre and we kind of have a preconceived idea of what to expect. And a lot of the time you just see a lot of recycled concepts and ideas that go into anything that's associated with fantasy. So it was really refreshing picking up this book and looking through the pages and feeling inspired again from a genre that I felt very familiar with, but I see it in a new way. So the book itself is sectioned off into the different areas that I mentioned earlier, and each page is very minimalist, and it speaks volumes for the art because there's no distractions, it's just the art, and that's how strong it is. It doesn't need any distraction. Now, when it comes to the different character and weapon designs, you can see how they have different isolations of either the jewelry or intricate designs that they wanted to show off of the armor or off of the clothing itself to really show the design. And while almost the entire book is written in Japanese, I feel like I can pretty much tell the story of each character and each item that is in this book because of how well they're crafted, and I can see the story behind it. And this is one of the few books that I've seen with furniture designs and items that would belong inside of the environment rather than just showcasing the environment itself. And what's great about this book is a lot of the designs and concepts are given in that front, side view, back view, because it wants to show the entire turnaround of the character, and every little piece and article of clothing that is included they want to showcase. And the Final Fantasy series is a brand that have these reoccurring characters or concepts, and it's cool to see each reinvention every time they have an iteration of a new Final Fantasy game. And I really appreciate just the ornate decadence and overall design structure of each concept, and it really feels like they push themselves past what they thought they were capable of. And if you're like me, where you love seeing like different helmet designs and the different ways you can incorporate like different leather bands or belts onto the character itself, this is truly your reference book to own. So for this art book review, I'm going to give The Art of Final Fantasy XIV a 5-star rating. And I highly recommend this to any artist. Even if fantasy isn't something that might appeal to you, I really believe that you can reference from this and be inspired from it and take away something that is unique to you. And this truly is a book packed full of just wonderful content. And if there's an art book that you want to see reviewed here on CG Cookie before you go out and purchase it, feel free to leave it in the comment section, and we'll see you next time.